It's Words and Music with Carolyn Wonderland at our Riverside Revival studio for WMOT. Jessie Scott. Hello.
Howdy.
So good to see you.
Always good to see you, man.
Long time coming.
Yeah, I'm digging your spot, too,
this
man.
Is so cool.
It really is.
Yeah, it's such a cool space. And it's always great to have you in Nashville.
For real, man. I'll try not to make it as long next time.
Seriously. But you've been all over the place.
Fortunately.
Yeah, which is great. And this trip is interesting because you're coming south, right?
Yeah.
So Woodstock.
Yeah, we started off about a month ago. We left Texas and worked our way up right after the record came out. Worked our way up to New Hampshire, mostly hubbed out of Woodstock for a couple of weeks, and then we worked our way back down here.
It's such a cool town.
Oh God, yeah.
There's people hiding in the woods.
It's family, man, for sure. It's like we've been playing there for so long. It's like it wouldn't feel right to not stop in. What is it? 3 hours away? Let's add it.
Absolutely. Well, also a lot of magical things have come from your hanging out in Woodstock.
Oh, for sure.
I just read a post of yours, and I mean, first of all, your posts are amazing. They're so illuminating and well written. And do you want to talk about some of the magical things that have happened from the connections?
Yeah, Woodstock is kind of, I mean, maybe it's some folks believe in things like, I don't know, lines on the ground or lines in the air or lines of the ether or whatever you want to think about it. But it's definitely something lines up in Woodstock. And every time we're there, something cool happens. Everything in my life changed after playing my first ramble at Levon's, you know. I mean, I was at a point where I was kind of considering giving it up, you know, and so getting to do that again was a sheer injection of joy. And I love him and I love everyone I got to meet there. So I've had all kinds of strange things happen when we're in Woodstock. I was at Cindy Cash Dollar's house where we called Dave Alvin and asked if he might be interested in producing records. And so that's how I ended up with my latest two. And it's also one time, several years back, I was paying my respects at Levon's grave. I walked back over to a friend's house and packing up to go. I got a phone call, and it was Greg Arzab and John Mayall, and they invited me to join the band that day. So yeah, Woodstock, I kind of feel like I have to go back there a lot more often.
Drink from the well.
Oh yeah.
What was it like playing with John Mayall?
He's the best. Everybody in that band loves him, and for good reason. And God dang, he is the best boss ever. It's like he led this school, you know, and you never wanted to graduate. You just wanted to keep on. And he was so fun. And I mean, when I joined the band, he was like 83, I think. So I thought maybe we'll play 20 some odd shows a year. I was so wrong. Like one of the first tours we did was 50 shows, 60 days, 19 countries. And I was just like floored. I was like, how do you do that? How do you keep your voice like that? I can't possibly sing more than 4 days in a row. I mean, you know, I guess I just don't have that thing you're born with. He would wake up every morning and that voice would be just there, just like magic.
So amazing.
Otherworldly dude.
Well, and you were the first woman that he brought in as a guitarist, so that's feathers in your cap.
Oh, it's so trippy. I mean, I can't imagine how I thought I played guitar before I joined his band. I was mistaken.
No, you did. You did indeed. You know, and obviously his legacy includes, you know, bringing us all the Bluesbreaker, you know, Claptons and Becks and
God, there's so many.
Yeah.
The practice tapes when I joined the band, he was real sweet. He was like, you know, roughly we'll do these kind of songs, and his practice tapes were great. Like he'd have the songs listed, what key he wanted to play them in, even if that wasn't the key that it was recorded in. And it was mostly Peter Green board tapes and a lot of Buddy Whittington. And I was just, you know, and I mean, and I'd heard Buddy Whittington, but like to really sit and study him, I was just like, I see why he was drawn to him. He just had such a great approach. You know, Buddy still plays. You find yourself in Texas, look up Buddy Whittington. That guy's amazing.
So cool.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the blues tradition in Texas. It's still alive and well, which I'm so happy to report.
Yeah, that's a good thing, man.
It's been going on a long time. Yeah, oh, for sure.
Yeah.
And every once in a while, we just, you know, get a missive from somebody alerting us to, you know, next generation.
Yeah.
But you want to talk about how you got turned on to blues to begin with?
Well, I grew up. Well, I guess that's a lie. I never grew up. I became older as a child in Houston, and there's a lot of great blues there. There's a lot of great music in Houston in general. It's really spread out. So like as a band, you could play 5 nights a week and never play to the same people if you wanted to. And, you know, I know many people who made a living doing that. But it was just a great place to hear blues. And it was the most honest music. When I'd go to places, I love to go to like punk bars, and I love to go check out some Zydeco, and I love to go to the jazz clubs and stuff. But it was the blues where I felt like I could play with people and I could make some stuff up, and you can tell real quick if you mean it or don't. So that was a higher bar I wanted to try to meet before I tried to venture off and play anything else.
And when did you move to Austin?
I moved in '99. I had just been at High Sierra Fest like a year or two before, and
Such a great festival.
I love that festival. And we were there the year that Doug Sahm was touring with the Gourds, and he says to me, he says, well, Carolyn, you know, he says, what are you thinking about? And I was like, well, I'm thinking I got to move. I love Houston, but I feel like I'm starting to write the same song over and over again. I need to change the scene. And I don't know. I was thinking I might go to New York. I might go to Amsterdam. That all seems rather expensive. And he says, well, you live in Houston, right? I was like, yeah. He says, well, go to Austin. It's not that far. If something happens, you know, your family's right there. I was like, okay. So I took him up on it, man. Came to the land of free guitar lessons.
So many clubs to play too, although I think that some of them are in jeopardy or...
There's always a state of flux, and you know, one might say that things get fluxed up frequently with the live music scene. But there's still people who fight for it, and there's still people who keep them going. I'm always happy to see folks like, you know, the Saxon Pub and Continental Club and Antone's still thriving, and I love seeing the new places popping up too. There's a lot to see in Austin.
Awesome. I was there for South by for one day only. I wanted to stay longer, but it wasn't.
Not in the cards all the time.
Sometimes. Yeah. I mean, it's like your next mission.
Yes.
I feel that way sometimes. I can't imagine when the phone rings and all of a sudden another offer comes in, or, you know.
Well, I'm super lucky because I have, you know, my agents at Intrepid are like really cool about it, and they give me offers, and they understand that it takes me a minute to put my brain around, like, wait, make a mileage chart, can I make this happen, you know? But they're all super cool. I can't believe how lucky I am. Actually, I've been working with them for years and years, and between them and Alligator, yeah, they keep me working a lot.
I wanted to talk about Alligator. So, how did that signing happen?
Oh, it's so strange. So we were talking about when I was at Cindy Cash Dollars, and we called Dave and we asked, you know, would you produce a record? I didn't have a label at the time. I was, you know, I'd been on Ray Benson's label for a long time at Bismo, and then they kind of closed up shop on that. And so it's like, well, I don't know what I'm gonna do, and I'm playing in Mayall's band all the time. So I was like, I have a collection of songs. I kind of want to record them, and so let's ask Dave and see. Okay, maybe he'll say yes, and he did. So we recorded it, and that was fun. But then, what do I do with it? Then the pandemic hit, and it's like, well, I got this record. I spent all my money making, and the only thing I really know how to do is drive around the country and sell things out of my van. So I guess I'm going to sit on it for a while. And about 6 months in, that was when Bruce Iglar called me. And I was so thrilled because I just wanted to talk his ear off about like Hound Dog Taylor and how did that recording go.
Yeah.
So after talking his ear off for an hour about that, he said, yeah, I understand you have something I might want to hear. And I was like, okay. So I sent it to him, and I couldn't believe he said yes. So here, yeah.
I love it so
I'm
much.
just the luckiest bum I know.
So Truth is the name of the second release for Alligator. Just came out.
Yes.
What are you going to play for us?
Oh, I'm going to play Truth Is. I'm going to play the song that goes right before it as well.
Cool.
I Ain't Goin Back. Well, howdy. I'm Carolyn Wonderland. This is the amazing Naj Conklin, the outstanding Giovanni Carnuccio the Nooch, the amazing Shelley King. I'm going to do a little song of mine. It's a love song from my vast collection of boots. Hope you dig it. Texas girl, I got boots for the dirt. I got boots to play dress up, throw away ones that hurt. I've got boots for the rain, boots for the mud, boots that go dancing, boots that go third. But the boots that leave me wanting more than my baby's boots at night when they hit the floor. Texas girls, I swear, well, it always got me
snake in the grass. I've got some big bad boots, baby, that glide across glass. Boots to climb ladders over any height of a wall. I've got boots to give my sisters who ain't got no boots at all. But the boots that leave me want more than my baby's boots at night are when they hit the floor. Texas girls, I swear, an occasion for every pair. Now I might waltz the night away with friends of mine, or I might shuffle down to Antone's for a shine. Yes, my, I stumble straight into trouble and sashay about. And if I go astray, my boots save the day. I just two-step my way out. Shovel down to Antone's for a shine. Yes, my, I stumble straight into trouble and sashay about. Well, and if I go astray, my boots save the day. I just two-step my way out. Said I'm a Texas girl, so don't go starting no fights. I've already sized you up, baby, and my boot fits just right. I got boots that made for marching, cause I seem to march a lot. I ain't a boots so well and drinking, make I stand straight when I'm not. But the boots that leave me want more than my baby's boots at night when they hit the floor. Texas girls, I swear, well, we've always got more than one pair, an occasion for every pair. Yeah, we've always got more than one pair. I said my boots everywhere. Yeah, yes, my boots. Well, my boots everywhere. Now, baby, I've got a pair. You know it's true, honey. So this next song is a song of mine. I hope you like it. It's a 2-for-1. It's a song called I Ain't Goin Back, and I'm going to go straight into Truth Is from this one. So I ain't going back again. My will's too strong to break a bend. Step aside or lend a hand. I ain't going back again. Real high, I have heard. I've heard all that you have to say. You live in borrowed yesterday. And truth is, there ain't nothing guaranteed. And truth is right there in the very air that we breathe. So why is it so hard to believe it? The truth is, pride comes before the fall. And truth is, we could still lose it all. And truth is, we have got to march before we crawl. May not like it, but you'd better believe it. I don't like it, but you know that I believe it.
Carolyn Wonderland is our guest for Words and Music for WMOT Roots Radio. I adore that song. That guitar smokes.
Oh, thanks, man.
Just, you know, I feel the jazz in it too, which is really, really cool. Just fusion sort of melding.
Oh, thank you. It's one of those songs where the guitar riff followed me around for a while, and it seems like when I'm happy about stuff, I don't often write about it. You know, I'd much rather, dance in the moment. But boy, when I'm mad about it, there sure seems to be pen and paper on every surface. So that's one of them songs.
Yeah, there's some spit in that.
A little bit.
That's very cool. Yeah, you get a little political with your music, which we appreciate. Being able to speak your mind, I think, is part of what makes an artist, and artist observations of life in all directions kind of is what we bring to the audience as a radio station. So, having it be real is really quite important.
I think it's more important for sure. I can't imagine not writing about the things that concern you and bother you. And I mean, it's fair. If it doesn't concern you or bother you, that's fine. But for me, it's like if I don't write about it, I can't sleep at night. It would bug me to no end to not write about it. Like there's a song on the record, "Let's Play a Game," and that one started straight. When we were in the Czech Republic, and that was one of the bombs had fallen over into Poland, and we literally looked at each other. It's like, how far from the bomb should we be worried? And that started the song, and it was mostly looking at looking at Ukrainians' families with everything they had in their suitcases. We did that whole tour on trains. So to go from like, yay, we're on trains to, wow, this is a lot of families escaping war right now and using the trains. And there was placards in every car like, this is the stop where you need to go for help. And I mean, it was devastating, but it was also necessary to open your eyes and see what's going on, and to understand that the exact same thing's happening, right here, everywhere that you go, and to know that there's going to be a lot of factors that are going to be driving that, be it climate change, be it idiots in charge. There's a lot of things that can go wrong. So the only thing we can do is be there for each other. And that's hard to do when you're all angry with each other. So resolution, a little anger is all right, but you got to have some hope.
Yeah, I think, gratitude, living in gratitude, this moment is all we have. And you have a choice to be wrapped up in anger or, to just live in this moment. And, it's easy to step off that path, and it yields bad results when you do. But, it's so great to be able to center yourself and just be thankful for this minute.
Yeah, well, there's a great rebellion in having joy when you have a boot on your neck. You can still smile about it. That's an accomplishment.
Yeah, no, for sure. So I want to talk about all the instrumentation I have seen you do through the years, all kinds of different things. One of my favorites was a Christmas show that you did when I was living in Austin with Guy Forsyth.
Oh, yeah.
And I remember him playing the saw. It was such an amazing
He can play
night.
anything. Just put it in front of him. He'll figure it out.
It was Silent Night on the saw.
Oh, yeah.
It's so great. But there have been so many people that you've collaborated with through the years. You want to talk about some of the different
Oh, sure.
eras?
I mean, Austin in particular is a lovely place to get to do that, So like holiday shows are always fun because, chances are your friends are going to be around. You can throw something together. For the last several years, myself and Marsha Ball and Shelley King have King Wonder Ball, and we do this whole holiday tour through Texas. And I mean, Marsha writes some of the most irreverent and hilarious holiday songs. I mean, Mama, please don't light that bomber. Santa Claus's eyes are on you. I mean, she has the best, and so we have the best time with that. And yeah, getting to work with people like Marsha, getting to work with people like Shelley, that's amazing. Yeah. On the last record too, it's like I learned a magic trick. If you record in the off season, you might get your friends on there too. So I got Cindy Cashdollar. Ruthie Foster was in town, and she said, "Yeah, I'll swing by." I was like, "Oh!" So I had a great girl choir with Ruthie and Marsha, Shelley and myself. Cindy came over and played some lap steel. Marsha just owning the piano. We had a great time. And then living in Austin too, it's like there's so many folks to run into and think, ooh, I want that flavor. So a lot of great piano players we got to have join us on the record. I got to have Red Young, who is just an absolute joy to play with. And Henry Herbert came and did the tribute that we have to Gene Taylor. I'd written a song for Gene. He was one of the first musicians I met when I moved to Austin. Clifford Antone actually introduced us. And I remember going around the room meeting all these folks, and they were like, this is Gene Taylor. He plays with the Fabulous Thunderbirds. And I was like, Gene Taylor from the Blasters! I just lost my ever-loving mind on him, and he was just so sweet and very kind, and was always inclusive when when music was going on. Like, yeah, come jam, come be a goofball. And he died in the Texas freeze in 2021, and I always feel like it's tragic enough that happened, but I mean, it's really important that people know that it wasn't just the weather. It's, it was the tragedy of human greed that caused him and several other 100 Texans to lose their lives. And so I wrote a song for him, and it was great to have Henry Herbert come and play piano on it because he knew him and loved him as well. And the best part to me was that Dave Alvin agreed to play it with me, and he and Gene knew each other forever. That was lifelong friends. And so to be live in the studio with him, forehead to forehead, all of us cutting it live, crying, it was probably one of my favorite memories from that. And it's a hard song to do, but God, I loved that we got to do it like that. Mm-hmm. And that's what comes from having good friends come and play with you.
I love being able to see you with Cindy Cashdollar too. I was able to attend the show you did at the Cafe Wah. I don't even know how long ago that was. Maybe, I don't know, October?
It was right after Telecaster camp.
Telecaster camp.
Yes. I'm an
Tell me
instructor.
about that.
I'm a camp counselor at the Masters of the Telecaster camp.
Oh, hell
it
yeah.
happens. Yeah, it happens every year up in Big Indian. So yet another reason to hub out of Woodstock and have a good time.
So great.
Oh, it's such a hoot.
I love that you're on the road all the time. Who did you bring with you today here for our session?
Man, everybody who was on the record, this is my core band that's on the record. And I had the amazing Naj Conklin on the bass. And he's moving off to France. Oh! I got the amazing Nooch on the drums, Giovanni Carnuccio. And they both were the rhythm section on the entire album. And the amazing Shelley King, because that's my girl. We've toured all over the world together. We've crashed each other's tours, been on each other's records, gone to Japan, gone to Iceland, anywhere that'll have us. Like, we have guitars, we will show up.
Love it.
That's how easy it is to book us. Got a place?
Well, I'm so happy that she came to see us today.
Oh,
and
thrilled.
congratulations on the new record. And
Thank you.
Come back and see us again.
Anytime. And man, whenever y'all do something for charity, you let me know that too.
Yes.
Because can I just say one more thing I love about Austin?
Mm-hmm.
Is that in particular there's a group of women that I've been volunteering with for 12 years, and it's Marcia Ball's house that we started it all at. And we were sitting around her kitchen table trying to figure out what we were going to do for our friend Lavelle White. Like, how are we going to keep her housed? So we do what musicians do through a benefit or two, and we're like, 6 months at a time, we're okay. A couple years into it, we discovered there's a whole lot of people in Lavelle's situation, and so homeaustin.org, that's who we are, and we raise funds and we give it away. Austin musicians 55 and older, to make sure that they can stay housed. Because the hardest thing when you're homeless is getting out of the system, getting back into being able to have a place is the most difficult. At least it was for me. So I kind of figured once if we can provide this, that's what we want to do. And so that's what we do.
Bless you.
Oh, I look forward to the day where it's not needed, but until that day comes, we'll be here. And it's because of the women at home.
I love all of those women. They're so powerful.
Marcia Ball, Kimmy Rhodes, Nancy Copeland, Ruthie Foster, myself, Eve Monsey, Shelley King. There's so many women, and it's definitely worth it.
Love it. And love that you were here. Thank you so much.
I love you, and thank you.
I love you. Carolyn Wonderland for Words and Music for WMOT at Riverside Revival. Thank you.
Thank you.